Hello, fifth grade, and welcome to the last math lesson for this week. We're going to be multiplying a mixed number by a proper fraction. And this is going to be expressed in lowest terms, okay? So go to that last fraction page where the toucan is looking up at the sky, toucan fraction number 11. All right, before we jump in today, again, I really need you guys to have this in front of you all the time. But just in case you've lost it, misplaced it, or it's not in front of you right now, let's go over how to change a whole number or a mixed number into an improper fraction. I've got my whole number, my numerator, and my denominator. That gets converted by having my whole number times my denominator plus the numerator over my denominator, okay? And of course, going the exact opposite way, how to change a improper fraction into a whole number. Numerator is bigger than my denominator. The numerator goes in the box. Denominator out. Numerator divided by denominator gets me my whole number, and my remainder is my new numerator. And of course that gets written as whole number to the left, numerator on top, denominator on the bottom. All right, guys, so let's jump into our first example today. 1 and 1/5 times 15 over 18. Okay? Before I can multiply, I have to change that mixed number into an improper fraction. So let's do that on the bottom in another color. 1 and 1/5. We're following the strategy at the top of the page. 1 times 5 plus 1 over 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6 over 5. Okay? So now I'm going to rewrite my problem with 6/5 instead of 1 and 1/5. I'm going to erase what I have down here. If you're working on paper, just keep that lined paper. Thank you, those of you who are giving me all that lined paper, showing me how hard you're working on your math. That's awesome. But I'm just going to get rid of it for now so that you can focus on what we're working on at the moment. Times 15/18 is going to stay the same. Okay? Now let's simplify before we multiply. When I simplify before I multiply, I got to ask myself, can 6 and 18 be simplified? You bet. What's 18 divided by 6? 3. What's 6 divided by 6? 1. All right, now let's go ahead and simplify. 15 and 5. What's 15 divided by 5? 3. What's 5 divided by 5? 1. So now I have 1 over 1 times 3 over 3. I'm going to rewrite that so you can clearly see it. 1 over 1 times 3 over 3. All right. Now that I've simplified before I multiplied, I'm going to go ahead and multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. So I have 3 over 3. Okay, now I want you to visualize this for yourself. In fact, I'm going to draw a picture to help you see it. If you have a pie and you cut it into 3 equal pieces, okay? And then you eat 3 pieces. How much of the pie did you eat? You ate the whole pie. How many pies did you eat? Just 1 pie. So 3/3 gets simplified to be 1. So all this work, 1 1/5 times 15/18 gets me the pretty simple answer of 1. Let's take a look at this in one more way. All right, guys, so let's take a look at this example. I have 8 3/4 times 3/7. Again, just like the first one, I need to change that 8 3/4 into an improper fraction. So down at the bottom, or on your scratch paper, line paper, 8 3/4. 8 times 4 plus 3 over 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. 35 over 4. Okay? I'm going to write that up here. I'm going to rewrite my multiplication problem. So it's got 35 over 4. Again, leave it on your scratch paper. For me, I'm just erasing it down here so you can focus on the multiplication part of the problem. All right. Times 3 over 7. Okay? Let's simplify before we multiply. Can 3 and 4 be simplified? No, 3 is a prime number and it doesn't fit into 4. So let's focus on 35 and 7, because those can be simplified. Even though 7 is prime, it does fit inside of 35. 35 divided by 7 is 5. This is why I had you fill out all those blank multiplication charts and encouraged you to play those multiplication games on my class website so you can know it backwards and forwards. 7 divided by 7 is 1. Let's rewrite the problem so you can clearly see just what I'm talking about. 5/4 times 3 1s. Let's multiply straight across. 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 1 is 4. All right, what do I need to do now? I need to change that improper fraction to a mixed number. How do I do that? Oh, you know, it's right up here. Let's do some long division, okay? 15 goes in the box. Again, do this on your scratch paper. I'm doing it off to the side. 15 goes in your box, 4 goes out. 15 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 15 subtract 12 is 3. I've got 3, the remainder 3. How do I write that? 3 is my big number. 3 is my numerator. My denominator stays as a 4. 3 3/4. All right, guys, so this one was a bit more involved. But as you can see, 3 3/4 times 3/7 got me an answer of 3 3/4. Take your time. So you can see this one's going to take a while. That's why I only assigned you 4 worksheets this week, because this one's going to take a while. Toucan fraction number 11. Good luck.